5G gets more and more rolled out, we're going to see more and more effects of it. This is why it's been very important to get out as much information as possible and to continue to do so about the consequences of 5G. Because although it's being rolled out, if that information wasn't circulating, then people would get consequences of it, but not relate it to 5G, which they would have no idea produce consequences like that. So it's been very important and continues, like I said, it'd be very important to get this information out so that people can see a cause and effect. Anyway, this is a story from this week. People already hurting from 5G in Geneva, Switzerland. The telecom industry, the article says, it's on activistpost.com, gave US congressional testimony in February that they have no scientific evidence that exposure to 5G technology is safe. They've done no research into it because they know what they'd find if they do. Plenty of research, however, indicates that it isn't. In outside the industry, that is. In 2017, Swiss doctor Bertrand Buchs launched a petition asking for a moratorium on installation, and many doctors and scientists have already signed it. Worldwide opposition to 5G is growing and includes individuals and organizations concerned about other issues associated with this technology, in addition to biological and environmental risks. Regardless, 5G continues to be installed and operated in the US and around the world, even though it's been reported that people and their pets have been getting sick from exposure. This is now being reported also in Geneva, Switzerland. Thanks to EMF researcher Dr. Bob Moore for posting this on his website. Quote, I spotted an article on the Swiss website, which he mentions, where residents suddenly report about strange side effects they have after the 5G towers have been turned on in Geneva, Switzerland. These residents of the same neighborhood in Geneva suffer from various health problems. Are they victims of a 5G technology whose dangers have not been sufficiently tested anywhere in the world? We are being forcibly radiated by 5G microwaves. 23-year-old Johann Perochild, who was living in Geneva for the past 11 years, says that all problems started in April 2019 when the 5G in Geneva was officially turned on. Suddenly he started having problems falling to sleep because of the stimulation of the brain of the 5G frequency. He felt at home as being like it being in a microwave. 3 antennas 5G have just been put into service nearby where he lives, and other people complained of identical disorders and headaches and fatigue. He called Swisscom, who is responsible for 5G antennas being installed in Geneva, and immediately the operator went on to the defensive mode, how everything is tested and perfectly healthy. Well, how does someone on the end of a bloody phone, hello? Know any of that? They just know the script they've been given. He claims he had a 2-month sinus infection he has never known before. Also, his neighbor, a 50-year-old called Elidan Arzoni, was no better. On the same date, similar symptoms, more acute, appeared in this person, who is a director of the company Metamorphoses in Geneva. He started to experience strange symptoms like tinnitus, constantly ringing in the ears, and at the same time he felt strong pain on the left side of the head and behind the skull. He was also worried he had had a heart attack because his heart was beating so fast, which is something that also been associated with 5G, because the heart beats through electrical pulses. And any frequency that interferes with that is going to affect the heart. Dr. Buchs was also interviewed, and he said, I meet more and more with similar problems. In the absence of clear studies, we do not have the right to answer to these people that they are imaginary patients. With the shorter waves of the 5G, no one knows what can happen, not to mention their potentation or potentiation, that is to say their mixture with 3G, 4G and Wi-Fi. Geneva authorities are going against common sense. The precautionary principle is clearly violated. Why in just 2 months so many antennas, 100 today in Switzerland, are appearing? While for any drug we spend years testing whether the drug is good or bad. But like I say, the reason that they're not testing is because they know what the tests will reveal, and they certainly don't want to do that in any public arena. Otherwise, the truth will out.